Welcome to Shom Achshav and Daf. Share sponsor Lui Nishma Sam Be'akav Shalom Le'Abbas Yitzchok. We're holding Mometzio Daf Kuf Gimel, beginning of Perek HaMekabel, the ninth Perek of Mometzio. The Mishnah mentions that the sharecropper, he takes a part not only in the grain, but also in the teven and the kash. What is teven? What is kash? So Tosfos here, the first Tosfos in the Perek, gives us the definition. What is teven and what is kash? They're both referring to the straw, to the part of the grain which is not going to be food, but will be used for animals, will be machal behema. But says the Tosfos that the difference between teven and kash, that the piece of straw that is cut together with the grain, together with the ear of wheat, that is called tfuah. And whatever is left in the field, the pieces of straw that are still connected to the ground, that is called kash. And that's what Tosfos brings also in Maseches Shabbos in Daf Lamed Vav. Rashi there seems to say the opposite. Rashi says that the kash is znovois hashiboilim. That is the edge of the ears, which means that's the part that's connected to the tfuah. Now what's left on the sadeh, Rashi calls that, the Lashon Gemara there in Shabbos, is called goveva. And Rashi calls it anigva min hasadeh, which may allude to the word teven, which is connected to the ground. But clearly in Rashi, that the word kash is not what stays in the field, like Tosfos says, but the word kash is what is part of what's cut off from the field, what's being harvested. Now one shita of Rashi is that the Gemara says in Amud Beis that the owner of the land could say, Be'ino de titvan li'ari. I want to have teven in my land. Mashra teven is what's connected to the ground, not the part that's being harvested. So Tosfos really points it out that Tosfos is not so bothered with it. He said what it means, titvanari, means because usually they use the teven, which is cut off, to create fertilization in the sadeh. So he means I want to keep the kash to use it for what teven is being used. Now between Rashi and Tosfos, there's a big enough community of how to understand the pasuk, that it says that Paroi told Am Yisrael, after Moshe Rabbeinu came to Paroi, Koyomar Paroi, Eineni noten lechem teven. Vayofet zahom b'chol eretz Mitzrayim lekoishish kash leteven. So Paroi tells Am Yisrael, teven you're not getting. So Am Yisrael goes around to collect kash leteven. According to Tosfos, this is a very clear pshat in the pasuk. Paroi says, teven, which is cut off from the ground, I'm not giving it to you. So Am Yisrael had to suffer, go through the field, look for kash, which is connected to the ground, and they're going to have to come and uproot it from the ground and make that into teven. So it's very glad according to Tosfos. But according to Rashi, how do you explain the psukim? According to Rashi, kash is what's not connected to the ground, and teven is connected. So what does it mean that the Paroi says, I'm not giving you teven, and then Am Yisrael is going to koishish kash teven? So Rashi in Chumash really explains this, because he explains divim shat. What it means that koishish kash leteven is kash is loshon lekoit, meaning to gather, and leteven means to use it in order to create the teat, the clay that you need to put teven into it. Meaning we're not coming and giving the noun kash. Kash here means the action of collecting, and the teven over here means not to create, not for the purpose of teven, which is the disconnected straw, but teven means the ingredient that you need in order to create clay. The Vilna Gaon in Masechet Shabbos, he has another pshat. He says that the word kash refers to the big straw, and the teven is when you cut the straw into small pieces. Because only once you cut the small pieces, now you can create the clay by putting the small pieces into the mixture of the clay. So according to this, what Paroi says, Einei noten lechem teven. I'm not giving you the small pieces of straw. And what they have to do is, Am Yisrael went lekoishish kash leteven, they went to collect the big piece of straw in order for themselves to cut into small pieces and to create the teven, which is the cut pieces of the straw. So to summarize, we have three explanations. What does kash and teven mean? And based on that, I have to understand the pasuk lekoishish kash leteven. Shittas Rashi is that kash is what's cut from the ground, and teven is what's still left in the ground. And what it means, the koishish kash teven, means to collect what you have to create the ingredient for the clay. Toises learns the kash is what stays in the field, and teven is what's cut off during the time of harvest. Lekoshish kash teven means to collect the kash which is connected to the ground and make out of that teven which is disconnected from the ground. And according to the Vilna Gaon, the kash is the long straw, the teven is a small piece of a straw. Lekoshish kash teven means to collect the large pieces in order to cut it to small, so to be able to create the clay. Anyone want to join the Shomach Shava email list to Hot School, please email shomachshava@gmail.com.